I'm here.
Survives. Means Thrash is still there for a late
Oh,
play.
Vitality just gonna get
with some
screwed.
risks,
What are we
perhaps.
even doing?
Yeah, I think.
Fuck me, it's hot.
There it is. It's going to be thrown through.
Very hot here
Two players
today.
spotted on the back of the site, wrapping around
And I'm playing
just for the
football after
information,
this
putting
as
a
well.
safe spot
When I
for
say
the
after
retreat.
this, I mean after
Only
map
danger
2.
is that if they fire utility, never mind. They are just fighting tooth and nail for this site.
But yes, we're here.
I thought they'd
Let's
give it
watch.
up on Heretics. Play the retake we saw in the pistol
6-1.
instead. With 5 HP on kicks, Thrash
GG.
non-recoverable. I think it's going to fade away. You have to hope Sender can find some value on that lurk again. He did it before. Kicks is down now, so definitely no Thrash. And with Safe holding on for dear life. And now Sender spotted in
Lazy
mid.
man's Velo? No,
This
I was
round does
talking
not
to
seem be
people.
going anywhere for the attackers.
It's actually a very interesting conversation about basically somewhat the meaning of life, and should people, my argument is that people should want to live simple lives. Don't be someone, live a happy, simple life. That's all you should want to do in life. And I was with some people who were very much of, I'll call, the traditional modern view of what the fuck are you doing, Heretics? How do you play that like that? No time, and we're fucking just. I mean, I guess maybe they thought they were already saving, but. Okay, they won anyway. Yeah, stream volume's low. Yeah, just the idea of, should you want to achieve in life, is it morally wrong to want a simple life and ignore kind of, larger swathes of society? I would argue no. They were arguing kind of yes, that essentially that you should almost have like a kind of moral duty to help people in society no matter what. But then also these same people want to be billionaires. I think that's always the problem. These people, who are very ambitious, they always say they want to help people.
Sad for Benji the fish, though.
Yeah,
but do they?
The problem is thus far. Oh, Runner's been getting destroyed.
Do they?
Currently has 1 kill.
Who was they? Just the people I was talking to.
Sure, we don't want to harp on a player.
Talking to a friend and her business partner.
Only goal is
very intelligent man.
A lot of the time they're going to leave him as solo, but oh, I don't want to jinx him, but he's normally pretty good at staying alive. They're going to pressure him though. They're actually pushing all the way forward to try and get this man out of the corner, and that's exactly what they've done. I like the adaptation. The problem is, again, Riens comes up.
I mean, this game is already over, apparently. I think, we didn't miss anything. Icebox, fucking 7-1.
Whoa!
Heretics trolling. He has ult.
I don't know how he's managed to do this. He'd already used the lockdown. I was about to say, what a disaster. They used the ult, and then the round's basically over. But
they
now,
both go up to
6
kitchen.
versus 2. The HP bar is barely visible on your
Always
screens.
move.
The spike down in the open, but Runner's trying to
Oh,
play
he's
a
gonna
smart
come all the way
game,
back to
catch
mid?
this player off
That'd be crazy
before
good.
he goes for the spike.
Is Riens going around so he can hunt his Fury? If the guy is low, he will just hit him once. So he's far enough away. He also has 2 shock darts, so he can play this off the low HP. I love it. Just be as far away from the guy as humanly possible. Don't give him an opportunity. If he tries to rotate, you catch him. And if he tries to plant, you kill him.
HP doesn't matter on the opposite
Time's
side
gonna
of
get
the
low
map.
soon.
It's a smart play. 14 seconds as well. Even denying
He
the
leaves
plan
it to
once
10.
or
Oh,
twice, that
shit,
will
sorry.
be enough. Depends how long Runner takes.
Is Ria NS the best initiator in the world at the moment?
It's not trained on him, but he's moved. Now just one correct guess from Riens.
Oh!
That's all it takes. A game of battle.
Oh!
He's caught him. His 4th kill of the round. Riens beating Vitality into the dirt. It's 8-1.
I'll be honest, I don't know if that was his call or somebody else's, but that's the smartest way to play that 1v1 you would ever see. Like,
Riens the best initiator in the world at the moment.
Avoid him altogether. You're low on HP. You have an ultimate
Jonah's
that can
playing
deny
pretty
plants.
well.
And obviously, from Runner's perspective, he's like, I'm low. I need to land the bullet. I can't give him the time of day. I can't give him an opportunity. It was a really nice attempt from Runner. As said, he's been very quiet
King
so
sometimes
far.
plays
Unfortunately,
initiator.
the way Riens played that,
I did start the stream
literally
late. Sorry.
perfect.
Yes. Riens is definitely up there though.
What a round.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Props
have
to
the.
Runner for
Sorry,
still
yeah,
making it
you're right.
competitive, though. My
I'll
guy
change
was
this on the
6
on YouTube.
HP in a 1v3, and he almost had it. Came
You're
down
right.
to a game of chance, but, well, Heretics are winning everything so far.
Oh,
8-1 in the lead. Viper's Pit and Lockdown online. They've got the safety nets of ultimates to fall back on. Big, heavy hitting ultimates too. The way the game's been going, I almost expected Benji to one-tap safe through this smoke. He's been having a tough time, but there it is. Safe's round. He's activated. He's dropped Boo, and the entire B site is up for grabs.
Bad. Looks like they just got a little bit distracted. Nobody peeking towards mid while the orb was up, and they managed to get behind.
Will I invite Benji to throw City in the offseason?
Exactly the same. It'll be the trade-out runner now gone. The guy who tried to win the last round almost on his own. And with a couple of high-impact ults, this is going to be difficult. They even use Miniboo alongside the Thrash as a distraction. 2 players remaining, Kicks and Trex. Try and hold on to this one. The wraparound could be perfect. It's been a round of flanks. That's everything in this one, and he gets the job done on both. It's now down to Miniboo. Trying to find out where the second player is. He has absolutely no idea. And Vitality
not great fights from Heretics in these last couple of rounds ever since I started watching. Why do you keep saying my beloved Ghost and me sitting in a tree? D-Y-I-N-G. Yes, Kexy, late, yes.
Incredibly unlucky. And we didn't touch on it, but the Blade
Why do you keep saying that, kid?
A couple rounds ago when they had the Stingers, they used the Viper's Pit with the super low buy. Safe was the main man. He popped Blade Storm, got to the site, and I'm pretty sure he got shot in the head through the smoke. Like, in a round like that, you put your heart and soul into it and get shut out by RNG, by a well-placed shot, but a guess nonetheless. Now, though, finding that little bit of confidence in that previous round, we'll see if that feeds into more positive results for Vitality.
Does that never happen? How does that happen? That never happens for me.
Kicks is down, plants are harder, flashes even harder.
The thing about Neon being much better than Jet on Icebox.
A tough start to the round.
Do I think that it's much better on Icebox? I personally don't. It's not that I think Neon is useless.
To be anywhere near that position, but Boo just decides, you know what? I'm gonna take a pot shot. I'm gonna try and deny them some form of.
Look, I think Jet is overrated on this
map.
But
Kick's gone. The rest of the team now spread across.
I think they play Neon just because it kind of suits them a bit better.
Continuously swapping up their positions.
Didn't I say Neon is useless?
Now, if I'm the Vitality players,
I mean, I still don't think Neon is good. Useless is too strong. Of course, no agent is fucking useless. You know, if we actually mean the actual meaning of the word useless, then no, I don't think that. I don't think Neon is great.
I believe it was Woot. It just doesn't seem to be a lot that they can be surprised by so far. You're on the attack side. Vitality
they take fully on A.
Signals that it's an A site hit, but there is the information. Plant coming in on B. Nano's destroyed. Mosh was going to be thrown through. Instead, they settle on the spam, and it's damn well successful. 26 HP.
Be a bit worried about the lurk from A.
Still alive with that snake bite for the late round.
They have
This
lockdown.
is the counter as well. Lockdown available, but Hunter's Fury is on the other side. Trex, at least for the moment, is likely going to try and hold on to that. Doesn't want his players to be forced out of position, but they're already moving on it. Miniboo with one, he knows exactly
how
where
has he flipped around that
much. Still
much?
manages to turn him. It's become a bit awkward for Woot, but the players are low, down to just one, and Trex will hold the line. Another on the board for Vitality.
Okay, Heretics not looking great these last couple rounds.
And bear in mind, last time this map was played,
Are the rumors true that Meltzer is getting benched and Messi is playing smokes for crew today? God, imagine if it was. Imagine if fucking Messi just turned up. That would be that would be great for my career.
If they get to 4 here, they will have actually done better than what happened last time.
And with the context of
I would glaze Messi hard.
Some of these early fights were 7-1 lead.
In my video about Messi playing for crew.
He actually jumped.
8-4 possible. Now for Vitality, they need to fight for it. Operator comes out and almost has its first victim. Safe, mere pixels away from ripping Rienz from this round, but instead, Blade Storm is going to be activated as he seeks
check my YouTube stream thumbnail. It should be updated. I think I updated it, right? It should be updated. Yeah, I forgot in the rush to do it initially, but.
Slide in and out. He made it out.
And they got a kill with the fucking off the mosh pit.
And well,
have to get out though.
That there were for Vitality have quickly faded the lockdown at least, but they're not even going to be alive, are they? Rienz has got another triple and 9 rounds.
Isn't Aguero the owner? Messi is also an owner now.
And triple the rounds for Heretics.
Messi would be a prime Nats Viper main. Not gonna lie, lurking, but he was still ace every round.
But he is holding in front, so the second someone comes around the corner, he just instantly.
Your announcement said that you won't be streaming MEA. Yeah, I didn't know what time I would be back. It ended.
He's 18-6 right
I got out.
And I can think of maybe 4, maybe even 5 rounds.
Who is the Joe Hart of Valorant?
Having a lights out performance.
Why Joe Hart? So what's Joe Hart? Someone who's on a team that has some success but is better without him.
Easier said than done when you do have Rien's Wu and Miniboo.
Did I catch a bit of Trace FBXL finals? I did. I caught a bit of Abyss.
I don't think this attack side's going to be very weak, but Vitality better hope they find the pistol.
Are you winning, son?
Weaknesses afterwards. Benji pushed up close. Kicks is about to run right into him. The turret took contact in mid as well, so they know that Vitality are taking a very aggressive stance to this early
turret. They've
Heretics
seen them push A. Probably
should
should have been a bit faster doing this, to be honest. And they were running through a snake bite on a pistol.
Miniboo trying to make up for it up close,
trolling.
but too many players awaiting him. It's a three-man swing from
no
Vitality.
util slide.
Looks
Nice.
like they've got the solution here in the pistol with just one left. It's Rien's. He's been unbelievable so far, but well, this was a bridge too far.
Where's the Donald Trump of Valorant?
Let's see if they can start the comeback.
Sideshow.
I'm not gonna lie, when he swung that, I was like, I reckon he gets 3.
Is Trump winning the
I
election?
reckon he still takes down some of them, but no, big round for Vitality. I think the thing I really love about this sort of B-side defense
I
that they
don't
have is
know.
they're very
I
good
still
at
think
that
there is a
part
big...
They're really good at making things incredibly awkward.
I think
Just
that there is
the
a
sheer
big
amount of
contingent
utility
of
that they have
people.
on their
It's kind of
side.
like almost the opposite of what
Something they're
normally
gonna try and
happens.
do throughout, and it was something
Normally, I
that
think there's a big
Heretics really
contingent of
struggled
people
with.
who,
It
you know,
took
it's like in the UK
OT
election, right?
for
Like
them to
the
get this over the
Conservative
line, even
government
after
here was projected to
similar,
win like,
dominant
in all of the polls, it was like,
defensive
oh, they're
side
only going to win like
The
70
Vi on this
seats,
side,
80
a little
seats.
bit different.
But
Much
in
more
polls,
investment into the
people,
rifles.
you know, who actually
Mitch,
did
we'll
vote
talk about
Tory
the album
probably
now.
said that they probably
what
weren't
a
going to
great round
vote
it is
or,
for Tom,
you know, whatever.
realistically.
But
No
deep
one's
down,
got
they
any
are just
shields.
Tories.
It's an operator with 2 shots.
So they
That's
ended
all
up
you need to know.
voting,
So
even
you're
though
gonna
they
find
might
out
have
a whole
said,
lot
I'm not
more.
voting. I think the
Pixel Safe gets
opposite
the
might be true for
opportunity.
Trump,
It'll
where a
be
lot of people go,
They play
oh, I'm
towards
not going
B.
to bother.
The back.
But then when it actually kind of becomes a bit real, they think,
Oh no! Okay, he's gonna get something from it. It's a little bit messy. It's very messy. One of the messiest fights I think I've ever seen. But he gets there in the end. And Kicks comes in to save the day.
They think,
narrowed down to a 1 versus 3 with Boo on 40.
I actually will vote against this guy who... I don't know. See, that's the thing, though. I know that that's true of Britain, where there just is enough, like, rational people here in the UK. In America, I don't know. Is there that many rational people left in the US? I don't know if there is. Is that a bee? Has a bee just flown in or a fly? A fly I can take. Is that a bee? Yeah, it's just a fly. Okay. That's the problem. Is there enough rational human beings left in America? Especially because of the way that the thing works, right? It's not like, yeah, there is probably a lot of rational people, you know, in Democrat states, but what about the swing states, you know? Because that's really all that matters.
Now though, Heretics now come in with the bind. There is that Thrash, collecting the orb early. And now, if anything, I'd rather see them play the retake on A.
What rational people pick Biden, though? That's the problem, really. That's the thing. That's why they should get rid of Biden, because essentially, to the rational people in the US, all you need is a candidate who is just like, you just need anyone, right? You just need any fucking Joe Schmo.
If they find it, and there's some serious opportunities. Not many weaknesses. Even the rifles that are there can do serious damage. And with an outlaw,
because let's face it, most people who are going to vote Democrat this election are voting anti-Trump.
Targets early, but perhaps a chance for Safe to make
you know, they're not actually voting Democrat.
They can just do damage. Keep some even trades. I like the setup. Many players ready for these fights, and particularly Trex is the one that has no chance because he's been shot in the head by Wood. Miniboo's wrecked runner.
Am I a fan of Poland? I'm a quarter Polish, which is why I've got this shirt.
I would say unlikely to be used. If they find a pick or two, maybe.
Also, it's a good kit, isn't it? It's just a good shirt.
Commitment at this stage.
Maybe now.
Turn the tide.
Oh, fucking hell, Heretics.
Straight away,
Don't
Kicks
throw.
works out to throw out the Thrash. Miniboo already tagged up. He's going to shoot it, but it's
I need you to go 2-0 up so that when I leave, I can feel confident that they won.
Another remainder.
Wingman, I mean, you know, he's not a fake. Okay, the Nano Swarm.
The Nano Swarm has done its job, and Benji has another, trying to throw that through from afar, but the fight hasn't gone his way. It's going to be left all on to Benji, and although he'll be able to hit that initial shot, there is
that's not good. Another 4v3
for Vitality to defuse.
Yeah, if the clock ran that little bit
I'm
lower,
looking hella
perhaps,
ginger.
but 2 quick kills
Thank you.
deep on the site, followed by the Thrash trade.
I'm leaving to play
Absolutely
football.
perfect play from Vitality.
It's been a while.
They didn't
It's also
overstep the mark
27
until
degrees, so
they
not a great
knew
day to play
that the
football, but
chances were going
I'll be
their
like
way.
Harry Kane.
You have to wonder for Heretics. They needed to take those aggressive stances.
But yeah,
already being in a
I'm
five
leaving to...
versus
I'll
three.
watch this
Sometimes
map.
you gotta
We'll
take a
watch
risk,
map
but
2.
it certainly didn't
Then I'll
help.
leave. Hopefully it's already 2-0 for someone,
Big
and then
for
you
me,
can
the
just
one that
know
was
that,
more
oh, they're
from
going to
his
win.
Rien's,
Yeah.
just
Doesn't
having
matter.
the shock dart out. It's a mistake.
I'll watch Americas later though. We'll watch all of Americas. I'm going to prioritize Americas over Pacific. Sorry Pacific, but that lower round 1 game, 100 Thieves Crew, is for a slot in champs, and that's the late game, so I kind of have to watch that. I think that is the later game, right? Because if it's not, then I could.
He's just shot directly between 2 players.
I could watch Pacific instead.
We saw Orb as well, I believe, taken by Trax.
Role am I playing? Oh, we're playing 5-a-side.
Series control over A main. A lot of that utility they use to do so refreshes and will be ready for
America's not winning champs though.
Retake on B. Swarm Grenade will delay it
I
somewhat.
prefer 2016 Euros Pazdan or Prime Virgil van Dijk. I can't even remember what was 2016 Euros Pazdan like. I'm gonna guess good.
But now they're shifting.
You have that many friends? Yeah, I mean, I've known these people since high school. Most of them.
Some shots, but now they're seeing him run away with the drone, with the tag. And their rotation won't be there in time. Safe has to hold strong. Maybe find 1 or 2 as they make their way into the site. They've avoided his sight lines to begin with and traded him out efficiently. The rifle might even have fallen down, so should be recoverable.
That's just whether or not they can get anywhere near it. Trex is going to stop the plant and definitely make things a little bit more difficult.
What's the optimal 5-a-side formation?
They're looking to try and take the space
probably
back.
just like a diamond.
Not wanting to allow them to get
someone in goal and a diamond.
Again, though, Riens, the pistol Guardian working out for them. 2 now remaining, and look at the ultimates. Wu, I would say using his is almost a death sentence.
V3, Riens needs to use ult. These other 2 need to delay long enough though.
Fury has such a high impact ult in this sort of position.
They're gonna wait to get Waller.
Vitality having to take so much time to try and clear this out. Don't have a whole lot to play with. Don't have anything in terms of their abilities left. And there is that Hunter Series. Actually popped early. Already tagging up Sender. And he's just waiting to try and put through the final blip. They actually push up aggressively and they've walked past one of the players. All too easy. Nano landing as well. It's left to Sender with little to no time, little to no hope. And unless there's a serious mistake made by the remaining players, well, it's not going to happen.
Nice try. Leaving it down to the last second just in case he can get that.
So Sen would be the Man United? Yeah, they're a bit Man United.
Instead, it's double digits found by the side of Heretics and Vitality.
Maybe
Liverpool. This is not around that I think they expected. Liverpool. Into it. And the fact that Woot is the one
actually, I'd say
planting himself. Sure, he gives up his life in the end, but certainly caused enough disarray in the ranks to get it across the line. Gorgeous play.
NRG is Chelsea?
Well,
what
the
racist?
way he's playing at the moment, he might get to half the kills he had in a best of 3 on all 3 maps in just this one. So
G2 the Man C? No, no one's Man C. That would be harsh on any old to call them Man C.
They brought back this difference before. Safe now going to be onto the operator, so it might be that little bit more difficult to take down, but Woot still has that ult available. The thing is, a lot of players on the other side are close. Sender's
Real Madrid.
A single kill.
No, Loud are Real Madrid.
Any space on B.
Even though Loud was shit, Loud have the Real Madrid mentality.
Trax is here for the moral support. He's only got himself a stinger.
It's Paper Rex Arsenal. That's a good comparison.
EG are the Man City.
No, Paper Rex are better than Spurs.
Well, next 10-20 seconds, they've got no information. Well, Heretics might.
You're being harsh on Paper Rex there.
Already Mosh is going to be thrown.
Call them Spurs. That's harsh.
No, in fact, he steps forward.
Because they win Pacific.
Might be ready to take some fights, but they're already in the spawn. Minibu quickly pushing the flank, but Trax has found one. The Stinger not able to upgrade just yet, and they're still.
Ecologic, wait, were you?
Didn't
you just do the YouTube as well?
And spotted the operator. He's not
Thanks for the tier 1. Is that the same person?
Sending Vitality.
Koyar Sheffield United.
Funneling them.
They have to kill him.
Wolves are
They
wolves.
do very much so. Safe went and got a rifle just so he can deal with this man, and now he's going to try to close in the distance, getting up close, having to walk through his own smoke, and Trax takes advantage of the distraction. That's a great start. Thrash thrown around to deny any plan.
Nice nano
catch them,
to
but
deny
it's destroyed in the open. Defuse now starts. This is perfect. Vitality are
Get
right back in the round. Although the defuse is denied, Woot able to find 2.
Heretics get it.
I thought they had a serious chance.
Vitality are playing okay. I mean, they were 6-1 down when I started watching, so I'm gonna guess it didn't start great, but
yeah, that's the thing.
Playing better.
I feel like, firstly, the initial setup from Heretics was just perfect. Like they had utility to force players out of angles that could cause Minibu problems up above in the nest. Then he has a flash that goes through that leaves the player blind, and his own stun as well. And it's a gorgeous opener, and wow. I feel like the recovery was actually pretty decent as well. Like, Vitality did good work to clear him from that spot. The problem is, once again, Wu in late.
Okay. Time out Vitality. EG is Leicester. I suppose that's not a bad comparison. Heretics or Leverkusen? I mean, Vitality are in trouble here. Vitality or Aston Villa? Team Liquid is Blackburn. Why Team Liquid Blackburn Rovers? Did you hear about the Value new game? The Valve new game Deadlock. I've heard about it. I see the word Deadlock, and I thought you were talking about the agent. No, I don't know much about it though.
Position. Yeah. 11.
Actual 3-0. What's map 3? Lotus? I mean, Lotus is losable for Vitality, so if they lose this... I mean, we are playing Sunset next, which they did beat Heretics on to qualify, but I do feel like...
to work with,
I think Heretics will win, and I think this could be 3-0.
So that Blade Storm from Safe. Last
I need to eat before I go, really, now.
You have to think it's at least going to be a bit better this
in between the maps.
Well, the fact is, there's no doubt that Minibu isn't stopping, but he has been taken out. Woot, again with the trade.
I mean, you need Safe to go big here, really. 45 HP.
Weapon. The problem is
he's the only one with a gun.
Desperately low. It almost has to be.
Okay, you know that 2 are here, so you should just be pushing up B.
They're deep on B. They've just walked in. There's absolutely no one here. The only problem will be the collection of the spike. If there's any way that that could be stopped by Sender, that might give them a chance of winning the round. Other than that, I think this might already be over, and he's not even going to be particularly close.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it was a timing there for Trex. There was a chance, and even without the timing, he's landed the shot. Boo's a little hesitant to go for that fight, understandably, but he gets there. 45 on Safe. Rifle recovered. Maybe give that to Sender, yeah. We've made the right call. Viper's Pit is there, but again, maybe it's better to save that for the next round. 2 versus 3, low HP on Safe. But if the Blade Storm finds one,
it's not a good plan though. You could pit this and stick behind.
With a very far play from Woot. Presumably he'll have a mosh pit lineup, but if Safe gets the timing, it's a free kill. Equalizing the numbers, looking for Boo, finding him too, and it's only Woot. His late rounds have been near perfect. Mosh pit goes through. Could be a little too late though. The defuse is very close. And spike diffuser killed. I'm gonna need a slow motion recap of that one. That was down to the wire.
That might even be one where the HUD baits you. Yeah, it might even be one where it's so unbelievably close that it looks like it's done. That's so unfortunate. Just the perfect timing from the Bosch, like literally perfect. A millisecond later, a second extra to get that final kill, and that defusal is going to be happening, and there's nothing Woot can do about it.
Here we go. Here we go.
There is a slight bar. It's very, very slight, but it is
2
there.
pixels at most. That's all I'll give you.
That's a lot.
Decent. Decent width. Well,
Zero Suit Center. Thanks for the 7 months.
They're pinging it. They know he was there. Soon they'll know he is no longer.
I like the people who commit to not even saying a message when it's their chance to get something read out on stream. Still don't say anything. I appreciate you people though. You're the normal ones.
The HP low on Woot is definitely gonna help them out on Benji.
The introverts.
There actually isn't anybody left on this.
I got nothing to say. That's fair enough.
I said Runner's been having a bit of a rougher time, but I feel like they're just playing this one with a lockdown. Although I say that
they're not bots, Warlord. You're the little extroverted weirdos.
Use that lockdown to force them back. Said though, he is still hanging around, maybe wanting to try and get one on the cross first.
Runner. If he goes down here, it's a bit of a disaster. I understand him trying to at least find that pick after he sees the information. I guess that's really what he was looking for. The lockdown comes into play. No aggression. Team Heretics, they're not looking to fully push.
Okay, they get Viper's Pit. Do they pop it after they get back in? They pop it now, yeah, and then leave and come back.
And he's able to just about dip out. Here comes the lockdown finished, and he's right back into the pit, keeping the smoke integrity online.
Okay, tag this over, that's good. That's very good for Boo.
Serious position to play from. They know the defuse is not underway. Rienz is picked safe off up top, but there goes Boo. Now
wasn't a great pit though. They didn't have the right lineup for the
advantage, making the post-plant utility so dangerous out of the round.
Wow, Rienz well played.
Forward, and it's not going well. Just Runner left standing. He'll find one. Almost corrects for Benji, but there was two.
Okay, GG map 1. GG no re. Okay, the time isn't too late. I mean, so I'm going to leave at 7 PM my time. It's currently 5:44. So we'll probably get through map 2 and maybe even a bit of map 3, honestly, if it's a quick map. If it's like a 13-6 or something, we might even get to some of map 3. Do I think Fnatic will ban Sunset against Heretics? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to football. Playing football. You like the shirt, Zolwek? I do think that the Polish shirt, I mean, I do think the Polish shirt, it's a banging football shirt, really. I don't know when this is from. It's quite old. Maybe 2016 Poland, I don't know, but it's a very good shirt. Old, just like you. No, I don't have anything on the back. How was the first map? Well, I missed the first bit of it. What bird is on the crest? It's a Polish eagle. It is an eagle, right, Zolwek? I'm pretty sure it's a fucking eagle. All of the fucking Slavic countries and all of them have eagles. Wait, this isn't a Turkey. Poland is... Yeah, Poland's Slavic. Definitely. And Germany, yeah, I guess. But the part that became Germany is now in Poland. The thing with Poland is it's not Eastern Europe, it's Central Europe. Can I speak any Polish? Cześć. No. Syrop Krawkowski. Oh, is this my games thing?
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose
I'll
the
have
game,
to
it's an
pin
FPS
that.
game.
Should I buy the RGX bundle or wait for champions?
Champs. Wait for champs. Don't buy RGX. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's very good. But thank you, Evil Chicken R, for the 6 months. That's my personal opinion. Look, you buy it if you want. Custom connection made by Mike. It's been 58 days, 17 hours, 47 minutes, and 3 seconds since Mike asked you to do his custom connections. What the fuck? Well, here we go. Let's do TMV Connections Part 4. Okay. F4Q. T1. New turn. No, there's no other Korean ones, are there? Is there another Korean one here? Not that I know of. Right, Sharks, Vikings, New Turn, and Fnatic were at the first international. Pretty sure it was just them, right? Of this group. Was Envy there? No, I don't think Envy were there. It was Sentinels and V1, wasn't it? From Americas. One away? Fucking hell, Mike. F4Q? Where F4Q there? I thought it was just New Turn. Was it F4Q as well? Minus Fnatic plus F4Q. Okay, last played on an international stage in 2022. So Envy, Fnatic, EG, and... Oh no, not Envy. Optic. Has anyone else won a thing? No. Envy didn't win. But they were finalists. These are Ascension teams. Where does Talon come into it? What's unique about Talon? Teams that Ban has played for? Talon, T1. Who else has Ban played for? Has he played for NRG? No? What would Moist go with? Again, always try and find the ones that are kind of... What would Envy go with? Envy obviously has to be about the past. Envy made a final, but lost. EG made a final, but lost. Optic made a final, but lost. Fnatic made a final and lost. Come on, Mike. Think like Mike. Hmm. What if Koi had? That connects them to anyone else. See, was G2 ever a tier 2 org? Not really, because they bought the guard after they won. Oh, I think the chat just spoiled it for me. That is a good one though. I mean, to be fair, I kind of need your help anyway. Creator owned? These ones? Good one. Who said that? Chestnut? That old chestnut? Good one. Okay, so what's the last one? Let's try and think like Mike. I mean, Talon are an interesting one. Like, Talon can't connect to Envy, surely. Like, they have to be separate. I'm trying to think, what would Envy connect to? Because it has to connect to teams that are older, right? Who were... I feel like Envy and Fnatic, and maybe like G2, have to connect. I mean, it could just be NA orgs. Did T1 ever not compete in Valorant? I don't know. Come on, someone give me an answer. Envy, Optic, G2, NRG. One away. It's not G2. EG? You were wrong. Lost a 13-0. Oh, Fnatic lost 13-0. I was thinking... I did think teams that... I couldn't find a fourth one, though. I forgot that Fnatic lost 13-0. Because I did think, like, what makes Talon... And I did think, well, they lost 13-0, and so did EG.
This is...
But then I didn't go any further than that.
Heritage.
But I forgot G2.
Starting a new job today, and I'm super glad I can stop into your streams now while I work. Can't wait to get more time to be in more of your streams.
Oh, thank you, Arrow Blue. I look forward to having you here. Thanks for the 22 months. What's the job? Teams Victor or Crashies has been a part of. Oh. I mean, that makes sense with these. I wouldn't have known. T1, a bit before my time. Okay, Mike, that was pretty good.
there's noise towards B, okay, we just rotate over. And Vitality didn't have any layers or depth to their play. So that's what we need to see from them if they want to be able to catch these guys off guard here as well.
We've seen them beat Heretics on Sunset
Did
already,
they say the
so
job?
I'm going to ask my question again, because
Okay.
y'all didn't answer it.
Okay,
Is it going to happen again?
I did say I don't think
so to
especially
answer
after
the question
Ice Wall.
directly, Heretics have the momentum on their side, and it comes down to the mental of Vitality. Are
I
they
work
gonna
remote
kind
at a
of
specialty
collapse internally
pharmacy and
let
deal a
that
lot with
loss
insurance
get
stuff
ahead
for
of them, or are
patients.
they going to be able to bounce back?
Work
That's, like, the
remote.
main
Oh,
thing
that's
that we're looking
fucking.
at.
That's a fucking.
Having lost.
That's
to
a swish
Vitality
right there.
last
That's a
time they
fucking
played Sunset,
slam dunk.
Heretics can probably look at that
I need to
and
go
say,
and make a
this is what they
sandwich.
Are probably going to rely on again, the same way they did the exact same strat on Icebox,
fine.
basically every round. They're going to try to abuse Team Heretics in a similar way.
Why was there a
Heretics
10-minute break?
Probably has a response for it. I think Heretics probably takes this map.
I mean, we heard it from VIT as well. He was like, I can't believe they stole our comp, stole our stuff, and did it against us, but now they're going to be better
Fnatic lost
prepared this time
13-0
around if
to
that's what Vitality are
FPX
going to do.
with Angel on Jet.
Yeah, completely. And I think that when you're thinking about going into champs, having a map that's a home ground, that's
Well, it's just a
safe
seeding
for you,
game, I think,
it has
but-
to be Sunset, and it has to be again. And for you to prove it, for you to let it out in the wall, you have to beat the one team that beat you in this map in EMEA.
Oh, what a surprise. Definitely didn't
Well.
see this mirror matchup coming.
I mean,
How
it's
big are my
We're really going
calves?
to see changes this far off. I think everybody's too tired.
Well, I like what Benji said in his interview. He was saying that they were the best team in the world because they have like all these players that are really good at
decently-
their roles. But I think that really
I
comes
don't know.
unlocked
I don't
when
know.
they do their team play.
Around
their,
average
defense
for a
side retakes.
6-foot male
when
for
it comes
free.
down to these late round clutches, I don't know if they are they're going to be able to deal with Vitality if Vitality is staying one step ahead.
I clicked on the
knowing,
wrong
like, hey,
stream.
This is your
What? It's
position.
fucking
We're gonna
boiling
jack it
here.
from you. We know what's
Boiling here.
Well,
What,
the
you
last
think
time
I'm
we
not
saw
going to be
these
wearing
two teams
shorts?
play on Sunset, it was a tree. Mitch and
I've got
Tom,
shorts
do
on.
you guys think that Vitality can do it
I'm
again?
not fucking naked. I understand
I
you
always
might
say,
have thought
Tom,
that I was
hardest
just
thing
naked
to
there.
be
I'm
a
not
team.
naked. I've got shorts on.
Right, let me try that one again.
Something you always say is
Something
that
I
when you
always
beat
say,
a team,
therefore I never mess
sometimes
it up.
it's hard.
Sometimes harder the second time, something like that.
Yeah,
And you know, that's
you
very
always
true
say
here
it,
also,
always
Tom.
say it.
As you know. Yeah, the reality is doing it a second time is always going to be tough.
No
that
one
was like
clip
having
that.
you, Tom,
No one,
because
no one clip that, because that would be really mean.
that would be. And you're not going to do that later, Tom.
It's
are you?
hot.
No,
Motherfucker, you come to England and live in 28 degrees.
Out there.
Motherfucker, you come here.
Well, first round's about to kick off, and well, I always say...
And say it's not
I'm
hot.
excited to see this map, and this time, I really am. For Vitality, defensive side, they did it before. I'd love to see them take it across the line here, bring this BO5 that little bit deeper, but we know the history of Heretics is...
You guys don't
strong here,
understand.
and the reality is, for Vitality, the second time...
I've been to your. I've been to Europe, motherfuckers. I've been in hotter than 40, motherfuckers.
I think we saw some quieter performances from players that it's
Have I?
unexpected to see
No,
that
I
again.
think the hottest I've
Safe,
been at
though,
39.
he
I don't think I have
normally
been
puts
at
a
hotter
clinic in on this map. His
hotter
Leon
than
is
that. But it's
incredibly
different.
exciting to watch.
You don't
He's already
understand.
looking to try and get in to
It's
the
not nearly
action.
as bad.
Not the greatest of starts, and whoa, the man who was quieter
Maybe
last
3.
time already stepping up again, putting it into a 3.
The only people I will let complain
Factor.
is
Last game,
I went to
Luke was
Florida.
activated.
That was
Absolutely
fucking.
annihilating them.
That's a
T1
different
has
level.
defused. The spams will be dangerous. Boo's already
That
down
was a
low,
different
but
level.
They're missing the shots on the man defusing. Cam goes up a little late, doesn't even see it.
Holy
They just
fuck.
defused right under their nose. One thing we know about Heretics
Meanwhile,
is
me
how
in
strong
Singapore and
most players
35
Not Indians, I haven't
thanking
been to
God for
India.
a cool
But this
evening.
time around,
Look,
it doesn't seem to be
I haven't
the
been
case.
to. I have
Yeah, no,
Southeast
just
Asia, from my
crouched
understanding.
down and diffused
Pretty
in
hot.
front, and I don't
Pretty
know if that
humid,
was a
pretty
mistake
hot.
on where they planned to plant, as the cam that was
But
thrown
your
through
fucking
definitely
houses and
couldn't see.
infrastructure is
But
built for
there's
heat.
no way that it would be
Right, and then
around
when the
corner,
winter
whatever
comes
it was.
around
I
and you
think
ever
maybe
have,
a little
oh,
bit
it's
of
10 degrees.
miscommunication
Oh,
or
I'm fucking
even just
freezing.
not
Whilst I'd be outside in a fucking t-shirt in 10
someone to just
degrees.
stick that defuse. But yeah,
So you
if
can all
look at
piss
where the
off.
cam's put, you almost expect it to be more in the default spot. So I think that might just be miscommunication on Heretics' part. And well, for Vitality, they're going to take that all day long. For Heretics, they're going to throw it into some pistols. A slightly bolstered buy, but the buy on the other side is far superior.
Thanks for the prime.
The weaker weapons to open a new avenue fighting towards market.
Try the Sahara. Yeah, there's certain places where people
They'll
just don't
chat is
fucking
when they
live.
realise that the humidity is worse in Canada and the UK, and the UK doesn't have AC built into the houses.
Too quick and clean, and Safe comes in to support on the third. Woot, last man standing, classic in hand, and he had a fight, but not one he's likely to win. In fact, it wasn't.
Florida
even
is like
Safe
a
that got
dog
it.
breathing
It was
on
Safe
you.
through the box.
Yeah,
Great start for
but you all
Safe.
have fucking
Well, we couldn't say
air
that on the
conditioning.
last map. He got, and I will say, very unlucky in a lot of his early engagements. Now,
Honestly,
I wanna see him
Australia
activated
40
from round one,
degrees
and I
felt way better than UK 20 when I went. UK heat is uncomfortable and sticky and shit. We have every right to complain.
Heretics would have wanted to do a little bit more damage
There you
than
go.
they did. It's not really going to hurt Vitality too much. As said
Thoughts on
before, I
Crew
think when it comes
Sadak?
to the Stingers, this team
Is that a
right at the top of my
truth, or are
list
you
of
just stirring
teams
shit
that
just
can
to say
use that
shit?
weapon and find real
Well, watch the
value in
China
it,
Grand Final.
especially in the hands of
Depends what
Drex.
time America.
And how
Oh,
they're gonna
is the
try and
Pacific Grand
deny
Final on
B
that
main
day?
control.
Or is the?
It was something that I think versus
I don't know.
Vitality, the reason they faltered on
Is it
this map
tomorrow?
was
If it's
their
tomorrow,
attack side versus
then
Fnatic.
no.
Fnatic had
Is
an
it tomorrow?
amazing read. They were denying that B main
Yeah, it's
control every
tomorrow.
round,
Yeah,
but
no,
they
because
never
I'll be
really got
watching
going.
I'll be
So
watching
maybe
America's.
Heretics have taken a piece.
Oh, unless
out of
America's
Strat,
finishes
but
super
try and beat
early.
them. But of course, Fnatic do run
But
a
assuming that
very
America's,
good comp.
finishes at like, on average, it'll probably finish at about like 3 a.m. If it finishes at 3 a.m., I'm not getting up to watch a seeding match.
Them a lot of credits even going into this round, but the next most certainly we'll see a big.
Because again, I have to care about the 100 Thieves crew game is, for a spot in champs, so I'd rather watch that than a seeding game. I love streams when we forget about the game. Look, I'll dial in now. Okay, look, it's mirror comps, sunset, Heretics throwing. I don't know what you want from me, to be honest. Leave me alone.
Most importantly, Drex has had a lot of opportunities.
Look.
Converted on this. Stinger's actually being quite scary, and
Okay,
1-to-1 trades
3v3.
in opening fights, that's fine for Vitality, especially with damage done to Rian's.
Oh, I was serious?
That's safe. Well, it didn't matter
Yeah,
about the
we
damage.
can just
Lands
chat the
the
shit if we
headshot
want.
anyway. The flash is perfect, and there's
Okay,
safe
apparently
again.
Heretic, they might need
We
to do the
talked about
100 Thieves and
danger
start
of the
banning their
Stinger
best
and
map.
the danger of safe, and it turns out this round they got both.
Any mods to...
Everything firing for Vitality. 3-0 start.
I'll do it,
Economy
don't you
in their
worry.
favor. Full buy for Heretics doesn't get off to a flying start. The pistol could have been theirs. Again, the cam was placed late in the pistol, right? So I won't even harp on that.
How was your
too
editing,
much, but
Canada man?
the fact that spams going down aren't fired towards the diffuser, they miss so many. And as a result of that, they found themselves 3-0 down.
Everyone voted Heretics anyway. Well, everyone's in for a big
They
surprise.
walked out of there with 3 upgraded rifles, and Heretics come into this with just pistols. The discussion of damage, I think, is an important one. Although I don't.
Again, I feel like Heretics,
come in and win
particularly
this
their
round.
attack side here,
I don't want to see Vitality walk out
has
with
been
4 players
figured out
alive.
somewhat.
It will just make this so much more difficult for Heretics to string rounds together on the attack if Vitality are always buying.
Careful here.
That's the thing. Already, when you win a bonus, your economy's going to end up in a pretty good spot. The pressure being put on. Nice work from Miniboot, but the trade is immediate.
God, he's
Pop
so
flash
far ahead of
kicks
everyone. They
is
don't
gonna
even
deny.
trade a
Any
slow
further
trade on
pressure,
him.
He's going to go pushing though. Facing off against 2 players alone, they had the effectiveness of that
Kicks
initial
needed to
trade,
tuck
but
back in here and just
he then tries to be the
probably
hero.
Jacob peek.
and
I think sometimes this happens where you think like, oh, I've got to guard the
they end
gun,
up being the villain.
right? So you end up like overcompensating guarding a gun, and then you end up dying, and it's just much worse, and you give them another gun.
Very first fight, and he did not slow down. Kept taking the space, backed those players into a corner.
It's tough sometimes. I think
Heretics,
sometimes you
the
just gotta
advantage only barely held on to with Rian
play
solo
damage
mode,
limitation
whose
rather than
rifle now
hero
recovered.
mode.
Spike shifting to the other side of the map, and that is wide open, but they have to cross runner first. The timing has worked out beautifully. Clean
Time
way
though,
across, maybe
time.
getting
They're
one
starting to
man
drift
inside of
across,
mid,
and that will
never
give
mind,
them the
it was
right
Rian's. He
idea.
was trying to make use of his low HP
they're
by
on their
being a
way.
late round lurk around that pillar, but with him down, a much more pointed attack towards the B site, and one with 10 seconds
they
left.
they should
Traps
win
to
this
still
Vitality
deal with.
here.
That's what
They definitely
causes
should
Boo to
now.
hit the floor, and okay, up close the pistol could have been scary, but this round has quickly turned into a non-threat for the side of Vitality, but their economy is very much under threat. We talked about the concept
Okay,
of
big
damage.
from
You said
Benji.
I don't expect Heretics to win.
Also
I
the
just
plant.
don't want to see
That's
4
gonna mean he
players
has a lot of money
alive
now.
for Vitality. Well, they got none as the round
So
comes to a
again,
close.
lesson for
That's
you
actually
all.
the second round they
Look
won
at
with
Benji's
0
creds
players
now.
alive, so
He's gonna
they're
have a
doing
lot
well.
of money.
At least get
They're gonna take a timeout. He's gonna have a fuck ton of money because when you plant and live, so like there he plants, but he lives with a rifle. He's gonna have a fuck ton. He's gonna get full loss bonus, so he's gonna get the full this plus the plant money plus all the kills money, and he's saving already that round. So take a look when they bring it up. This is why sometimes you should like in like 2v5s, you know, in like 2v5s where you know they manage to get the spike down or something, they should plant and then save. Look at how much money he now has. Right, like this is something that again I hope at some point someone realizes and starts telling teams that, you know, when you're in this kind of situation, Like, if you're in a 2v5 and they're, like, letting you plant, right? Because they're playing it safe and they're just going to let you plant. You should aim to plant and then just fucking run away as far as you can, right? And just live. Because then you end up with such good econ, right? You're never going to win the round, but your econ is so much better.
They beat foot on that map, so it's not like they've gone anywhere. It just feels like this is a really strong map for Vitality as a whole.
But what if they do win the round? Well, then that's great, but they're not going to.
Some of that utility, maybe giving a much easier route into the B site. At least that's what you think, until you take a look at Vitality's stance. Sure,
you give them an auto? I mean, but you get one as well. It's worth it for the, but like if you save and you don't plant, you only get 1,000 creds. Whereas if you save and you do plant, you know, you could get 2,900 and you save the gun. Saving with the bomb down seems so troll. No, it's not troll, but that's my point. It's not troll. There are certain situations where you're just not going to win. You're not going to win a 2v5. There's a reason they're letting you plant.
They're going to be in a lot of trouble. Although, well, there's the main trap dealt with already.
It's because they know if they go as a team, there's no way they're losing.
I think remembered by most for where Tens plays, but he hasn't had the same level of success. Losing your smoke.
Because the upper winner have an advantage. I'm pretty sure they get a double map ban. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I would just assume that based on what we've seen prior.
Minibu hasn't been pressured. He's stunned up, but I think they're worried about the support. The pot flash is supplying
trade by Wu.
but the trade immediate. Again, putting this
I'm not going to talk about this post plant because you all know what's happening.
Ever strong. This time as well, they've actually planted in the correct position for their normal spams, and with the utility being thrown out and removed as well on the other side, this is becoming more and more difficult as the seconds go by, with players being revealed. Everything is being thrown at the side of Vitality, and it looks like Safe's already out of there. Just wanting to try and hold on to the gun. Runner will at least drop one more player, make it that little bit more costly. But ultimately, Heretics.
I did not see that Kai got 102 kills.
And Runner taking a weapon out of
Did it go the full 5?
Loses his own life for it. They have some credits, but this is a very costly round. And well, like we said, maybe a 4-0 start, but Heretics.
FPX won? Shit! I was watching Abyss.
And the neural theft,
I thought, oh, Tracer won. Good for them.
It had some impact here, helping you.
Oh, that's tough.
Revealing the players
104 kills.
Making those spams
is that the most?
Targeted. It's been a fantastic start for Runner, 7-3. Definitely someone you want to be cautious of. And now he doesn't need to worry about Woot, at least not Woot's ult anymore. I mean, you still got to watch out for the knife.
Oh, it's actually got 105. That's tough.
To be cautious of because the early round is towards a great flash fired out by Woot, and it's Minibu to follow up.
I think you could find 50 different occasions where they've got that exact same kill. That same setup, maybe not that one.
It's better for the record to be in the Master Shanghai final rather than a random Chinese seeding game.
It's just trade after trade. A double tag up is going to leave a couple of them low. A counter
nice kill.
From the back
nice overall.
He was the one snake in the grass. The rest of the team are slowly making
their
way around.
There's no one watching this.
In fact, there isn't any cover.
They got it down though. That's all that really matters.
That puts things back into a 2v2 scenario. Both players revealed as well.
Yeah, they used their smoke not towards the spawn, so couldn't provide that cover. Now isolated and revealed as well. Low HP on Boo, an easy first fight perhaps. It's already being diffused halfway there now with the big swing coming in. Rienz manages to pull this into a standoff. Good shot onto Trex. Just 21 HP, but he's low himself. Has to be cautious. The defuse being stuck or baited in fact.
Big from Trex.
He waits for the first jump, gets his rifle up, knowing Rienz had to swing him. And with 21 HP,
why did teams save on a 2v5 on defense lane? Because saving is still better.
So reliable throughout this second split.
It's still worth saving, and my point is just that, like, that mentality. Someone commented, like, it just feels wrong to save after you plant a spike, and that's the problem. The people will happily save when it's a 2v5 and they haven't planted the spike, but there are situations where if you plant the spike, you should just try and save.
There's been a few opportunities.
Saving either way is good, but
for Heretics, like it wouldn't be that crazy to see a flip scoreline with.
But saving when you plant is just so like you're saving for your eco, but when you plant and save, it's so much better for your eco. Your eco then becomes insane. You can then buy for your teamates.
Not right now, Heretics are trailing. And, well, honestly, if you're a fan of a BO5 series, that's what you want to see. Good response by Vitality, but not in this round. Sander again to be shut down the side flank, not catching anything. Miniboo.
Okay, so Miniboo is finding success here early on A, but
a little bit more. It's Woot to convert the kill, but it doesn't really matter to them who's finding the frags once they're landing them.
It's just these eco rounds. The eco rounds are more dangerous.
Now, well, Runner's going to be thinking about saving.
Cool. Yeah, just the 2 Guardian
now he
kills
should save
with
here.
a 180 in the middle. The headshot from a guy who was also being lasered by the overdrive.
I won't be here for map 5 Canada, man. I will be back for Americas, though.
Cool.
Conventional round.
Yeah, and also the one that absolutely obliterates Vitality's economy as well. Just look at what they've got left. They've got this single rifle. Trex has enough to buy something in the next round. I thought for a second
really
Boo
matter
was
to
going to win
Boo,
that
really.
fight as well. And I feel like there would have been a PC thrown out a window for the side of Vitality, which, I'll be honest, in this arena is not an easy thing to do. You've got to go quite a distance to find a window and carry the PC that far. Now, though, they're just trying to lock out this remaining player. But for Team Heretics, this is going to send their economy through the roof. They had barely anything into this round. A Guardian alongside some pistols. They've come out with 4 rifles.
Gifted them. Look at this. Beautiful start. 90-degree spin and the wall bang tracing.
Have fun playing football later.
Automatic, although you might think it, looking at this guy using it.
Where's all the positivity? Why are you so nice all of a sudden?
The way these rounds have been going,
you guys are fucking telling me
the same position you'll see from most.
Go oil up and, you know, your shit at NCAA. I got NCAA today. Paid chat, yeah, all the paid chatters. You can see who the fake people, the nice people are. Runner 10 and 4. Carry. You banned the word? I didn't ban the word, Invicta. I didn't ban it. Talk to Kid in the Shadows. Talk to Kid in the Shadows in Canada, man. I didn't ban fuck you. I didn't ban any of it. Not me.
I'm just a nice guy, my little oily buddy.
Fuck you anyway. Well, there you go. I don't think fuck you is banned, judging by all the fuck yous that I've just received.
Opening ceremony.
The worst thing is he probably will watch this back.
Careful here.
So we'll see. We're probably going to get a DM at some point, but nonetheless, 5-2. Heretics break back with a low-buy victory, and immediately overdrive thrown out for save. It's an ult.
As elevated? I think he's traveling. That's why we didn't do Cosmic Divide. We'll do a Cosmic Divide next week.
It's allowing them to
I mean, it makes more sense to do it after the playoffs anyway, but...
The question will be, do
I think he's traveling.
Heretics try and slow down? No, they're going to try and push in to what is every single member of this defensive side. This might be an immediate response. The trades are coming thick and fast, keeping things a little bit more even than you might have expected. The POV showing a lot more damage being done.
Off a timeout, we just thought, let's fucking just send an A-exec against an eco. Some of Team Heretics calling,
it's still close.
It's like they don't know what to do sometimes. They do have Omenal, so they don't have to even go into that. They can just Omenal.
You get shot, you lose the round, you lose the game.
Wooden Poe, thanks for the 2 months.
Can you shout out Sandy from SpongeBob?
Shout out. Hey, Sandy! Shout out Sandy from Bikini Bottom.
Towards their spawn. Grabbing an extra angle, hoping to
I always thought Sandy was a bit annoying.
35 seconds, though. The pressure's not on Vitality to make a move, especially not with the spike down. All they have to do is wait for Heretics, and the angles that they've got covered is pretty much
She's from Texas?
worry about.
You mean stupid?
Smoke online now,
what's the difference?
And it's actually used towards the spawn. I'm assuming Boo's going to ult spike then. Yeah, well, maybe not now.
They might not need to. Kicks will retrieve a gun. That's the spike grabbed, and now he knows that he has the cover. They're going to play this one together. Already spawning out Kicks. Has a flash, could try and use it, but he's just going to try and sneak up. Both players still stuck in that corner, but he's down to just 6 HP. The hope fading for this round needs to be a God flash, and well, it's a God smoke instead. He needs a miracle with spams going through, and the problem now is that corner.
Isn't every character in the show annoying?
The exact
I suppose in a way they
seen
are.
them on just moments ago.
As we age and we more and more turn into Squidward.
They could have moved to anywhere. Instead, it's a high-low. It would have to be
That's
both
played by Heretics
immediately, and it isn't going to happen. A dangerous round and a great idea. The round still goes Heretics' way.
You know what I love, Tom? If you take that headset off and start talking, I can't hear you, with especially mid-round. But somehow, every time they win a round, I can hear Benji from up here. Headphones on. My mix is on full blast also, but I can hear him time and time again. My guy's getting hyped, and that energy might carry Heretics out a little bit further.
What are the differences between NCAA and Madden? Because I never played either and I kind of want to get one. Madden is for the NFL, NCAA is for the college leagues. I don't watch college football. I'm only really interested in the NFL.
Time we'll see Phoenix today.
Personally,
Maybe the last we'll see Phoenix in-game.
if you wanted to get one of the games, I mean, people are saying about NCAA that the gameplay is the fundamental gameplay is quite good. I haven't really played enough to say myself, but that's what people are saying. But like some of the maybe presentation elements that were on the old one maybe aren't as good.
It's only going to be the trades for the B players. A single kill for
feature-wise, what makes them different? So the way that you kind of play the career mode element.
He's not going to be close
just because the NFL and college football are quite different, they play out quite differently. The NFL, Madden is probably more simple, I would say, than
can fall back, can play the post plant, you know, B-main post plant, pop a smoke, just spray through. Boo, just
because the system is more simple in general.
You know what? Fair enough. Sender's left alive in a 1 versus 3. Plenty of utility still for the squad of Heretics. They've got everything on Woot and Rien's, barring the drone.
So it's not just a reskin version of college football. Well, I mean, as time goes on, it's EA, so probably. But this is the first game that they've made in 11 years for this, so... like, a lot has changed in 11 years from the last one they made, but...
Swing, and that's exactly what they do. Gorgeous stuff from Woot, gorgeous stuff from Heretics. Now just
but yeah, it depends. Can we focus on the game? Jesus. See, some of you don't care, some of you do. I'm answering a question. Chill.
Mama Boo, and I believe
what did you
Boo
send,
the Builder
Kexi?
is the name that's on the back, which I also just think
what was this
legendary. Easy to be proud with the work.
Is this you watching me fishing?
Heretics from what was a bleak-looking scoreline, 5-1 down, lost the bonus round, and having some close clutches can always be difficult to mentally reset from. Doesn't seem to be the case for Heretics here, as they are now on a streak of their own. Looking to see if Vitality can break that now. The ults that they have may be useful in the late round. The trips have definitely been repositioned here.
Spams. No damage, actually. I thought it had landed something at least. Trades to start with. There goes the paranoia and the swing to catch on the trap. Gorgeous
See,
stuff
when I talk
safe.
about Abyss and like
Control
ciphers
and
and stuff not finding like peak value,
He's already a close call by that stun boost.
like when you compare it to some of the
still,
setups on Sunset,
all alone. 1v3, flank underway. And, well,
okay,
a chance, an opportunity for a brief moment, but quickly put to bed by Sender. Vitality, 6-4, right back to winning ways.
Yeah, I think the reposition of the trips was big. I think that caught out Woot as he tried to enter into the site, because they've been placing them in similar positions, and then because of that, value as well, they really struggled when Runner moved.
Sova good, who would have thought?
It made, I think, quite an easy kill.
Knowing exactly where someone is,
to get back
good.
Into the site. And then just waiting for that aggression, because you can't plant in your normal default spot if there's still 2 players at the back of the site. Big round for Vitality.
Get it?
Combo breaker
because of water, fishing, liquid, smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
Fairly even on either side.
I love how it pronounces certain things. You just don't know how it's gonna...
Looks like...
You don't know how it's gonna come out.
Presence. Something we haven't really seen too much of so far from Heretics.
Yeah, they've been a bit more pointed.
It's gonna be a while since you get to watch Liquid play again.
Presence would only be for rotating.
Maybe they can win Red Bull home ground.
The Vitality aren't fighting for that control though. It's a very passive hold around there from them. Of course, it was the round where Heretics walked straight up into their spawn too. But that was versus a low buy, or straight up through mid.
Classic ignore mid. Come take B. Come take A. Pivot between.
Will be centered. He's got a one-way, but a cage blocks him out. Even still, lights Miniboo down to 30.
Am I gonna stream Red Bull Homegrown?
This is where you expect to see.
Assuming it happens and assuming I get permission, probably.
Sender decides better to try and play this one as a unit. And they've been quite good at getting this opening kill around elbow. Sender's been having a bit of a rougher time, but with him falling out, playing passive, having the paranoia, they've now got to get a move on. 30 seconds before the time
it's in
is
Seattle?
up.
Okay, it won't be a good time to inform me.
Waiting for them here.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite telegraphed, but they waited so long that we've actually seen Safe rotate back.
Gonna be in Manchester again.
On Kicks, emerging from the smoke was
Why not
Sender,
Red
but
Bull
he ran out of
Wolverhampton?
ammo. The Hunter's Fury might have
You get it
delayed them,
down,
but
you
they've
can.
got plenty of time left to get the plant in. With cover from the Cam and from Cypher on short, there's no denying the plant. The shot came close,
19.
but a sliver of health left for Woot. It's enough to
Oh,
draw
mini
their
Woo.
eye, and Benji will look to swing just as the ult comes through.
Well
But
played by
Runner manages
Vitality.
another and
Well
a
played.
third.
Get it?
It's his
Fish
round, and it has been his
123,
game.
hand over
Started off
mouth,
well, and
fishing.
with 7-4 locked in for Vitality, it may end well too.
No, runners look
Shut
incredible.
up, Kexi.
Map 1, we were hyping up Rians, but this guy's currently
Fish 1, 2,
15
3.
and 6, be it holding down that B site or on the retake in this round. He's having a worldly of a performance. We saw an interview with him on stage saying that he believes Sentinel is the
Yeah, this was good.
easiest role in
So
the game.
they shoot some bullets there. Look at that. Yeah, you shoot a bullet and then you wait for that guy to swing and then
disagree with him wholeheartedly.
like those little plays. I mean, runners kind of farming.
7 and 4. Half lead confirmed. We've seen both of these teams put fairly decent numbers up on the attack, although last time out versus Fnatic, Vitality definitely struggled a little bit. Safe though has gone walkabouts.
He's gone for that mid fight, but Heretics are looking for mid control, not looking the right way when they cross the street.
Okay,
Woot
1 for
at
1,
least
but I think
able to trade it out, but he's low and not going to be caught on the way
it's
back.
not too bad. But
Ult used. Boo is straight into their spawn, but they know it. They heard it.
they droning
And
him.
it seems like both Kicks and Trax are hunting him down. Now they know. At this point, they've seen the smoke, the drone, hearing steps just moments before. They've got him boxed in. Boo has to fight his way out, and he won't
wait for
find
the
it.
second
The distraction might have bought time, but it doesn't last long enough. They're already going to be towards the B site. Hunter's Fury, though, fired out, catching Kicks. Both pulses.
I got a
landing
kill
third
and the
as
tag.
well.
6
Heat
HP.
sinking. And Rienz, well, he might just have leveled the playing field. If anything, tipped the scales in
Okay,
their
they don't know
favor.
where
Runners on
Benji is.
6 HP.
Benji's big in this round.
Been having a great day today with his
He's in a good
Hunter's
spot as
Fury,
well,
his
to be honest.
ability to
Because they're going to be
everything
worried
has
that
been
he's
going
here, could
in the
be
right
there,
direction.
could be me main.
Runner low, that's
It's in maybe
definitely
the
gonna
last
help them out.
place
As
they
said,
might
he's been
check.
superb.
Until
Benji
now he ran.
trying to hold off the defender's
Guess he was
spawn and
trying to
Sender on the
avoid
other
the
side, and
dart.
he wins that fight. A big fight to win. In fact, he gets both. And now it's left all on to Rians. The shock dart would finish off Runner if it connects, but it doesn't.
Red
Now they're
Bull
gonna try
Milton
and pressure
Keynes,
him. First
Red
kill
Bull
goes his
Slough,
way.
Red
Needs
Bull
to get
Luton,
all of them
Red Bull
before Sender
Swansea,
is there
Red
to
Bull
close
Grimsby,
out the
Red Bull
remainder.
Newport.
A big round from him. The IGL.
Just listing like the
Well,
worst places in
8-4 half.
in the UK.
Very solid for Vitality. It looks again when
Red
we've seen
Bull
both
Newport.
teams win their opponent's choice.
And that's the competitive start you want.
Look, Benji was in a
to
good
the
spot,
early
but
stages
wait,
of
is he
this
playing
best of
windowed as
5.
well?
We can definitely go the distance between these two teams, and
God, that's so
becoming more and more
cursed.
confident that's going to be the case. 8 rounds on the defensive side. Now moving to their attack. Vitality, they certainly seem to have themselves set up for success. Don't imagine
Are you all
Heretics are
ready
gonna be
for
too
this?
quiet for too
Americas,
long.
you
Still
could learn a
fighters
trick
like
from
Woot
this. I know this is going to sound crazy, VCT Americas, but imagine this. Imagine a halftime happened, and then it pans out to the players' faces, and the music starts going, and it's time we're panning out, and we're doing some little things, and the commentators are still talking though. Wait, are they going to throw to a break? Is it 3 seconds to a break? No! We're right back in, VCT Americas!
Meaning they can be a lot more dynamic across the map. Even still though, looks like Vitality have the plan to pressure him. As they're already going to be breaking the cam in mid. Doesn't necessarily
I
mean
think
they're
you
gonna
forgot
push,
about
but it
Red Bull
moves
Birmingham in that
quickly.
case.
There are
I
worse
think Safe
places
is
than
most
Birmingham.
certainly going to push. He is
Crazy, I
already
know, as it
behind
sounds.
them, and the frenzy catching one,
Nice play
landing
by
the
Vitality.
trade as well. At least with Benji
I
down
want
there
to see them
moved
do
on to.
some
It's
different
looking
selves
far
on
too
defense.
easy for this attacking side. Someone to step up might have been Mini Boo, but he's only
I
good
want to
for
see
the
them
one.
flip the map.
Nothing but
I want to see
success for
Cypher
the
subs on
attackers
A.
now. If Boo manages to defuse this right under their nose, it will be karma manifest. And it's not in the easiest position if he does smoke it off. In fact, that might get the... Oh, it's an interesting
Vitality be the
smoke,
best
a
team on
little
Sunset
deeper
now?
than
I think they might
expected
just
to
have
isolate
a good
fight.
read on
Very
Heretics,
smart,
but then again,
well, the success is not found. Too many
I think the
guns away
time
to
for Heretics on this
9-4
map is
for
just...
Vitality. Off to a good start in this half.
They're just being figured out, and again, this Sova Cypher hold on B, I think in particular, they kind of
pushing towards the spawn and just
like it's
taking so much
always
map
this and it's
control.
always this,
And for the rest
right?
of the
Like
team,
you
things
know
just become
what
a
is
whole lot
where
easier.
always.
There's
Like
gonna be
this
a
guy is
second
the only
pistol
guy
map, one for
that
Vitality
you need to worry about,
on this
and he's
map
gonna
of
drift
Sunset.
between.
Almost just speed running their way
But
towards the
you
finish
know
line, unless
this
there's gonna
and
be a
you
spanner
know
in the
this.
works.
Kex's was pretty good, but this is better. Don't Dono wall me PLS.
Should be on the board.
I won't Dono wall
Very
you.
much so. The investments of Heretics too.
I mean, I'll
maybe a gamble stack
check it
could work
first.
out
I'm
for
not.
them
I'm
if
not showing
Vitality
a
are brazen
fucking
enough to just
dick
go
pic on
running
stream.
into a site. But somehow I find that to be
Ooh.
find outside B.
I'll play that in a second.
Rather, could be dangerous. We see Boo posted up, Sheriff in hand. He's the only man here. Vitality have no way to know that. Luckily, the drone is the one to lead the contact. Spot Boo, see him running away. No one else there. No further steps. It's a bit of information that there's only one, but still they'll walk into B. Traps await them much deeper. Many players.
But my reaction would
around
be
four,
funny
in
if it
fact.
was.
They might only have pistols, but they've got the numbers. And definitely the element of surprise. Safe knows there's a trap there. At least he won't be caught by it.
Oh, there's going to be a push through. Woot starts things off, but again, the weaponry comes up. Miniboo's managed to find another while safe. We've seen him on the slide.
Show you after this round ends. I mean, Vitality, you're going to win the
Almost
round, right?
for the opponents rather than him. And for Boo, another seemingly impossible scenario to try and come back from. I think he's wary that maybe Runner is still lurking around somewhere, wanting to make sure he's not going to be caught out before he eventually either looks for an exit or just looks to try and go down to the spike. The problem is to do that, probably going to have to break himself that trip. Instead, the idea is to just try and bait them into rotating back through main. The hope is that he can catch an exit, but that's not going to happen.
Well, perhaps an opportunity to drop one or two.
He does have to die.
One shot to the body. Oh, well, that's the headshot. Either one will do, I suppose. Take your pick. Nothing else to land. 10-4 for Vitality. Some damage done for Heretics, but a long road back into this game now with the pistol and early rounds going to Vitality. They are in the home stretch and, well, next to no room for error on the defense.
Wait, that's not me of today, though. This is a fucking lie. I'm wearing a different shirt.
Sender at the moment, at least, is
Boo!
going to be buying up a rifle, or potentially meaning has a bit less for the next round, but I think they're just going off the confidence. It's been 5 rounds in a row now for the side of Vitality, and yet to see any real semblance of a response. Woot's still performing, but other than that, some of the other players have gone a little bit more quiet. Let's see if they can at least now kick off their defensive buy round with a victory.
Okay, we have slightly changed things. We've got our Omen here on B instead, which I did.
Already destroying one of those traps.
At least it's somewhat different. Omen flash, Omen flash, Omen flash, Omen flash, Omen flash.
Vitality not yet stepping anywhere near that drone going to backside. Already know that Omen is here and Cypher.
Omen flash with the dart.
I think he revealed himself with the recon moments ago, but they still want to push forward, and the success is there. 2 kills already. Back play by Sender lands them a lot, and well, a shrouded step that keeps him alive somehow. Woot, the last man standing. 1 versus 5.
Well, I watch probably off-season games, so you have to remember that the way the Tier 2 schedule is working this year
might not be so true. The
is that Tier 2 is playing still.
They're looking for both teams. That's the thing. It's the same on the first map. You come
in what is the off-season, right? But it's not their off-season. They're still playing, or at least that's what we've been told, right?
It's looking like the exact same again.
So
the team that
I will be watching Tier 2 games. I will watch, you know, certain tournaments if I can get some of them you can't really get very good access to. But
it seems like Heretics are a lot
pretty old clip Oilingman. Also there was another one. Watch again and scroll down. Also don't play Oilingman's Valo in NCAA. He's cringe.
11-4 up.
Okay.
Well, a third map with a 1-1.
There was another clip. Scroll down.
Until Vitality put a lot of time into it, and not just this round in particular, but just thinking over the series and how they're using this Neon.
Hold on.
There's a lot of disruptive plays, like you said, and sometimes it's very obvious. Like if Safe's running through mid, putting his wall up, running himself down behind B in the first 15 seconds of the round, yeah, you can point to that and go, this.
I mean, it's a Heretics game, but it's still not me of today. Look, blue shirt. That's not me. I mean, it does look nice though, doesn't it? I mean, where is this? This is like a fucking... This is like what Minecraft is based off.
See Jet on the...
Okay, they take a timeout. Where would I rank safe in the world? Well, we'll have to... That's going to be part of the top 10 debate, I think.
Most of the time, you're probably going to die and your teammates will trade. And I can think of a lot of examples in this match.
When am I going to do the top 10 list? Good question.
This is exactly what it did. It just
obviously, we have to wait for everyone to qualify. Probably not so far after the teams. Probably in the days after. Probably next week sometime. Will I do it with Plat Chat? I'll probably send mine into Plat Chat, I would have thought. I'm not sure if I'll be on the episode that they do it, but...
Unfortunately for Heretics.
But yeah, I'll do the top 10. We'll do a stream for it. I'll probably play like a Throw City game, and we'll do a stream for it.
Sort of joking about the fact that up until...
Do we know if for sure they're doing the groups after Americas finishes?
Seems very surprising, but
like after the Americas Grand Final? Because if so, then I can do a pick'em with it as well.
They can steal this round away, but for Vitality, this is
You're all saying yes. Okay, so yeah. So we can do like a stream where I play a game of Throw City, where we do the top 10 and we do a pick'em as well.
One of the few teams that
also, I wanted to do, I mean, I don't know if it's possible. It probably needs some amount of mod work, so probably not possible. But I would like if we could see what the TMV Discord collective top 10 is.
At this stage for Heretics.
That would be fun to sort out as well.
Because
then I can roast you all whenever one of your players has a bad game.
But players ready to swing from the default plant, Safe and Sender together. Paranoia catches them both. That's huge. A chance here, but Runner saves the day. Sender wasn't even spotted in the top corner. In a lot of rounds,
it's a simple form, I think. That should be fine.
Swings the round in your favor, but well, when you've got
there
Runner to cover you, yeah, I guess it's all.
And then I can.
I
can.
Heritage.
Anything special planned for 100k on YouTube?
Fergeron, thanks for the 14 months. Was that?
Easily one of the best performances we've
Do I have anything special planned? So I don't have anything like crazy planned. I might do something in the off season. I mean, it depends when I hit it. I probably will hit it during champs, I would have thought. In which case then I won't have anything planned exactly when I hit it, but I might have something. I'll see if I can get something cooked up together.
Great shot by Save Tom. I mean, there was nothing that made
I'll put the form on the community
second,
tab.
third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, or 15th shot. It's an unlucky one. And for Heretics, as my signal, the beginning of the end, I like Boo, tucked in the corner. Oh, well, now they are checking it. Okay, Safe. I don't know if you can hear me, but an unbelievable reaction. Shock Dart goes down.
Oh, here we go. We're just getting fucking, where are you watching TMV? Oh, that was fast, wasn't it? We might get through map 3. No, I won't be able to get through map 3, but that was a fast map 2. We'll get through some of map 3. Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream at in about 30 minutes. Okay, Kexi, what did you cook this time?
This is
Lofi Oaf!
Heritage.
Thanks for the 18 months!
I love my Newt Pingu badge.
Yes, enjoy it. Enjoy the Newt. You'll be on a Newt badge for a while, to be honest. Let's see, what did Kexi do this time? Okay, I was gonna say, there's no way you're beating the other clip in terms of like scenery. That's like the most insane scenery I think I've ever seen. Oh. Oh lol. How are the games going? It's 1-1. Heretics' Sunset is in some trouble. They lost 13-4. They need to have a rethink, I think, on Sunset. Whereas Vitality, they should probably pick Sunset more. Next we play Lotus, which could go either way. And then we've got Haven and Bind. I won't be here for Haven and Bind. I won't be here for the second half of Lotus, unless there's a 13-0. Heretics are bad on Haven. They have won on Haven, but I don't love their comp. When did they last play? Yeah, they won against Koi, but I don't think they've been... This game wasn't convincing in my mind. When I watched this game, I was like, oh, they got away with some rounds where they're just out aiming them, and their overall plans and ideas weren't amazing. Basically, is what I thought. Like, this is just a worse version of the Fnatic comp, right? You know, where this would be better being Sova, this would be better being Yoru. Maybe they pivot to that, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. It's Heretics mid now. That's the wrong word, because they destroyed map 1, but... I just think Vitality know what to do against them on Sunset. What team's the best on Haven currently? Probably Fnatic, I would have thought. Do you know if Team Heretics ever been dominated this hard since all the way stage 1? Well, they lost the... If you're just talking one map, then they lost the final map of Split 13-4, I think, didn't they? Against... No, Leo won't be there for champs. Against Gen G, didn't they lose 13-4 last map? So, I mean, they kind of got fucked on that last map. Does Gen G still have the best map pool? Unknown. Unknown with Abyss, because they were banning Abyss. No, there's just one game for today, EMEA. This is our only game. And then later there's there's 2 games in Americas. Which I will watch. But yeah, this is the game that I have to... So it depends what time Americas ends as to whether I'll be watching... I mean, I'll watch some of this, I'm sure. Unless this is like the fastest 3-0 in history and this goes to 4 AM. You know, we'll see. But assuming this doesn't go too long... The thing is, this could be a very good game that does go quite long. That's the problem. This game could go quite far. In which case then... This game might be very mid. Left 2-0, you think? So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, I will stay up to watch it, but I'll prioritize... This is an actual game for champs, so I'm going to prioritize that over a lower final. And I guess it is the Chinese Grand Final, but unlucky. But then tomorrow I will watch Fnatic versus TBD, and I will watch TBD versus TBD in the lower final. And then this is only a best of 5, so... This is only a best of 5, and one of G2 or Leviathan should stomp either 100 Thieves or Crew. So hopefully this is a 3-0, because that means then I can get up definitely for this grand final of Gen G, and then we can finish with the Americas grand final, watch that, and see the champs groups. So so I might miss this. But that's it. After this game now, that's the only game I won't fully watch. Oh, well, apart from China as well. Are you doing a Dynasty or Road to Glory? I'm going to do one of each, Amy, too. I hate China confirmed? No. I'm going to watch all of China, too. Just in my own time. I will watch those teams play, because I want to know if they're any good. I'll make a video about them. I think I will do, like, 4 videos, like, just talking about the teams... You know, their stats, how they play, kind of just a quick breakdown for you of each of the teams. How will Preds gonna work if you leave before the game is over? That's a good question. I think what we should do for the Pred is we should ask who will be winning when TMV leaves. I think that's a better way of doing it. And have a draw as an option. For the risk takers. Can we do that, Pred? I do lurk in Ryan's chat during China games, yeah. I am there. I do what? Well, I put them on the background. Normally it's when I'm editing or something. Come on, kid. What if I leave mid-round? Well, then it's whatever the score is when I leave.
Stressful to play, but qualifying into champs and people are now actually have expectations of you, and there's some...
And I'll leave on the
tension,
hour.
You know,
You've got 20 minutes,
do something,
22 minutes.
I mean, overall it's just...
That's going to cause a riot?
The attitude is the most important thing, the mentality, how you look at the game, how you prep the things. You don't go into the game and you're like,
Good.
oh, I'm gonna play for 40 minutes and it's gonna be, that's it, you know. No, it's how you prep the things, you know, like 1 week before, how you're gonna come into the match, how you're gonna...
Early
like,
2026 World Cup predictions.
How you set your routines, if you're gonna troll your routines.
Bro, I don't fucking know.
Be great as
That's
well for the
2 years
day.
away.
So everything up until the match day is how
Almost
you
just
prep
wait
yourself.
and pay out when the map ends. No, Zolwe. Stop being less fun.
Up 1-1, Zoe here, and I'm now joined by 2 very special guests. It's actually the LEC coaches of Team Vitality. Please give it up for Mac and Pat. Thank you guys so much for taking a quick second to chat. I love seeing that cross-game coach support. How close are you guys to Gorilla and Tamak?
I mean, we share office spaces with them, and right now Laika and Mac are in the same office, so they get a lot of intimate time.
Right,
That's true.
Lots of intimate. We'd love to hear that. So, if there is one piece of advice you could give Tamok and Gorilla right now, what would it be?
Bro, enjoy the moment. Have fun. That's what it's all about. Like, you play so much better when you have fun, when you're like really in the present moment, because that's all there is, man. So just like, they've done all the hard work, they've done the practice, they've done the prep. Now it's just time to show up and play on instinct and have fun together.
Make it sound so easy. Just have fun together. How about that? how was the season for Team Vitality in LEC? I mean, it's over already. Great.
It was basically perfect. We sacrificed our entire season so that our Valorant team could go to Korea. That was the plan from like January 1st.
That's some wrinkly, yeah, some real team playing right there. And I mean, you know, you weren't last, so that's all that matters, right?
We were kind of last.
Kind of not, though. Like 9th, 10th, you know, it's a numbers thingy. It's fine.
As good as.
How often are you actually here in the arena to like check out Valorant games?
We've been once as a team while the season is ongoing, but it's really hard because of conflicting schedules. But after we went out, I've now been here 3 times, and honestly, it's just been such a pleasure watching them play this game. Like, they just only go forward. It's how I want to play League. It's how I want to watch Valorant.
Well, yeah, we're in for a treat. It's going to be a close series, hopefully. Thank you both so much for joining me. Back to you guys.
Cheers.
Well, Runner was looking like prime Kazi out there, but before we go into the post-map, I have a very exciting announcement for you guys. VCT EMEA Ascension is coming to Berlin in just a couple of months, where we'll decide which team will be joining our league for 2025. Last year, we saw Gentlemates make it in an epic final. You guys remember that? That was crazy, ascending from the Challenger Leagues into the biggest stage here in EMEA Valorant. You can watch the lower finals and the grand finals as well of playoffs here in September 15th, and I assume that says 16th because my prompter is cutting off, but the tickets will go on sale July 22nd as well, and you can get the tickets
dog shit format, skull, only 2 lambs.
So make sure you mark your calendars and come back and find out which new team will be joining us. Any early predictions?
Yeah, that's tough.
What do you think? Yeah?
El Barça. Hombre, obviously, we need 4 Spanish teams.
Josh?
No predictions right now, but I'll maybe cook something up later.
The correct answer is Apex. But anyway, let's talk about this. Let's talk about what we just saw, because I asked you guys if it was going to happen.
Having Barcelona would be funny. Like, that would be unironically quite funny.
One of the things that stood out to me was that Vitality won all the big rounds.
I would just start screaming Messi every fucking round they won.
But this is a different round.
It's great that I could then just make so many football. We'd have Wolves and Barcelona.
And I think that Runner has to be a
I could just make so many football references.
The way that Heretics is completely
that barely anyone would
just
get.
by utility. They still have so much
Crew
time
Barca, Crew Barca would be crazy.
What is all of this?
Crew Barca.
It's so important to see this POV, to understand how frustrating it is to have a plan and being shot down by the other team. Look at the, he doesn't even know where to shoot, where to look. There's utility coming. Are there players? Are they shooting? Where's my team? What's going on? How do we win this? And if Heretics is in that situation, well, it's a 13-4.
Vitality's been winning all the big rounds.
Yeah, got Eintracht Frankfurt in there.
Both bonus rounds.
Are there any other football teams? Do PSG have a Valorant team? I know they have an esports team.
They had like a 1 versus 2 that I think it was Trex that got on A site. They also won a 2 versus 3 and a 3 versus 3 as well. But Vitality knew Heretics' game plan, as you pointed out. We saw that in that second half pistol as well with that split. And we heard even the soundbite in between the rounds where Safe's like, perfectly drawn up strat. I just sent it like you told me to. I got the kill.
Oh wait, yeah, this.
And they completely disrupted.
Fenerbahce still in it? Galatasaray were in it at one point. No.
Normally winning 2 pistols and a bonus.
Are Galatasaray still around?
Win, but the thing is, Vitality, they did that against Fnatic. They won 4 pistols and a bonus, and they lost 2-0. So it's not always the success factor.
Yeah, that's the best of 5.
Unfortunately for Vitality, but I'm glad to see that they've actually managed to convert that into a map win. But going on to Lotus, because that is the next map coming up. Are we expecting any?
God, imagine Barcelona are like, guys,
so. I'll be surprised if we see
we can't sign this player
Maybe I think that
because
best of 5,
our esports team didn't make VCT.
Not on this map, maybe in another map.
So we just don't have the money.
Duelists, but I understand why teams want to keep their compositions the same this far into the tournament.
On-the-fly adjustments is going to be the name of the game. Yeah. Being able to shake off that loss for Team Heretics.
Imagine a fucking Barca skin though. A Barcelona fucking skin in Valorant.
In the middle of the game, but also before they go into.
They should just put Messi's face on it. If they just want, in fact, that would be. I've got it.
Ready to pivot from their
if you, Barca, if you make it, hire me, and I'll design your skin for you. Literally, just fucking put Messi's face on it.
His move from the duelist to a sentinel is a match made in heaven, and he has to be one of the main characters of this map.
And I want to see Heretics keep their cool as well. We know how sometimes they might get a little bit tilted in situations like this, but
yeah, imagine a player card and it's just fucking messy. It's just fucking messy, like high-fiving Phoenix or something.
I'm certainly excited. We're gonna go the distance in some regard. The question is, do we go all the way down to map 5, Tom? I'm not sure after what we've seen here, but those first 2 maps now culminate in a Lotus. Vitality's choice to come here. Do you expect Heretics to do well?
Yeah, I still think this will be a middle ground map. We've only really seen them play it versus Gentlemates and they destroyed them, but I'll be honest, that's kind of what we expect them to do. Right. It's a bit of a mismatch, if anything. And then we've seen Vitality.
Okay, so we got 15 minutes, so we'll probably get to about round 6 or so.
That came down to a bit of a struggle on the defense.
7, 8.
So we'll see how they're going to do here. Not a bad start off the rip. It's a
so comps-wise, they're both running double initiated. The only difference being the neon for a raise. It's safe to just got a fucking no kill.
A clean kill by Save, as I'm sure we'll see in the replays.
Most of you will know that I've said it enough times. I prefer the meta comp, the Viper shit, Viper Killjoy stuff, but this is the direction we've seen a lot of teams going.
Look who's up close on that smoke. Runner wants to step right through. Paranoia was a little bit deeper as well. He can take space on the back, and the spams of Lit Boo down to 6. Spike still to be planted as well. And in fact, that leaves the door open for Heretics.
This is the lower final.
Open and we'll see them blitz. No,
the winner plays Fnatic.
Going past Mound. This is going to be a long rotation.
The thing is, it would be a little bit too obvious if they were going to go back to B. With the sound cue,
there's still double trips up on A.
Well, it would give everything away. The problem is already the rotation's coming through. Sender's making his way into the spawn. 2 players have pushed up, so they know.
So whoever loses this will be the 3 seed. Not this map, it's a best of 5. Whoever loses this will be a 3 seed.
It's not going to be easy. Tried to find a little
whoever wins will at least be a 2 seed.
Just going to be holding on to that cross. Stun, not quite catching him, but it's only going to be the 1, and that's the low HP player. That's not a bad trade.
Sender onto Boo, smokes down.
Oh, nice nade by Safe. Holy fuck.
Stopping the plant and leaving Rian's 45 HP, 10 seconds.
I know where he is.
Needed. Vitality just swinging, going in together, and although he got a shot or 2 off, it's safe to land.
There's a 4 seed is fucked.
For Safe with the Sheriff. This is his round, and I said last map I wanted to see him get off to a good start from round 1. It was round 2 he turned up on. Round 1, he's already off to a flyer.
Yeah,
what happened to Heretics being unbeatable on Sunset? I think Vitality just had the read. The truth is, eventually people are going to figure you out. Especially, I think, for a team like Heretics who play... It's not like they mix it up crazy amount, right? So it's not like they throw a bunch of crazy shit at you.
1-0.
They have very set ideas, and so if you know that they've got those very set ideas, eventually you're going to be able to do it. They've kind of gone in a direction of, we're going to play this map, you know, like in this very specific way, and we're just going to master that very specific way. But obviously, if you then know what to do against that,
few Sheriffs, not expecting this to be the big response.
You know, it becomes a bit tough. Honestly, I always thought their attack side was a little bit... I always thought that their attack side, personally, was a bit reliant on the B main spam. Right, and reliant on Mini Boo getting, you know, kills that he normally... Or a normal player wouldn't. Their defense side, I always thought was just pretty solid. But their attack, I never
especially because you've got a player.
Thought was like, wow, this is impossible to stop.
Reactionary spams. Problem is,
I just thought that
Heretics.
Oh, they figured out how to do it.
Taking this towards B.
Post-plant spam.
Will isolate one player. The player is safe though. And he clearly is doing well under pressure. That's a massive start to this round. He's looking for more.
Too dependent on Neon. I think that they're too dependent on Neon, because Neon isn't that bad, but I think Raze is better. Like, I think...
If you want to be pedantic, he didn't even need that last kill.
Yeah, he already had it.
he already had the ultimate online, but you know, when he's feeling it, he's feeling it, and let's put it this way, he definitely is 8-0. Yeah, he's currently got more kills
than ult and he hasn't
all
died.
the rest of the server combined, but, well, there's only been 2 rounds, he's got 8 of them. I don't think you needed me doing the math for that one to be worked out.
Okay, so he's already got ult round 3.
2-0. A showstopper in round number 3 is something most teams could only ever dream of. He's also only been collecting orbs through kills as well, so if anything, even more impressive.
I think he's got more kills now than Benji did last map.
That's mean.
It was, but I had to point it out. It was a quick map, though. Not a lot of time to get those kills on the board. Safe. Activated round 1. Activated round 2. Showstopper is a safety net for this round. And, you know,
stakes for this game: loser is the 3 seed. Winner
the Stingers have been deadly.
Plays Fnatic for the 1 seed. And I guess an EMEA championship. And I think that sometimes we do underrate that. Maybe not so much for teams like Fnatic and Gen G.
If things start going right,
You know, or Paper X, who have been there a while. But like, if you're Team Vitality, right, and you haven't, like, winning a trophy still matters, right? I think sometimes we do underplay that, just because it's not an international. Like, obviously, if you're Team Vitality or Team Heretics, they haven't won a trophy.
It's actually a
like, you still want to have a trophy.
And what has been, even just last round, you think about what they did on B. Whoop put a Prowler in, it saw the trap, they destroy it, and they get into the site. Not possible on C.
Ruse is being sold. The whole idea is to sell the fake, and it's worked. Showstopper's been
like Liquid? Yeah, like Liquid. You know, they've got something to hold on to.
I don't even think
okay, they kind of...
No, he is.
Oh, I was going to say they wasted their Razor, but they actually did a ton of damage.
Stop him from being able to plant. They're now a little bit stuck. The push through, though, from Miniboo's just about
nice from Miniboo getting the spike down,
because
he did that.
Plant in before that time goes ticking. Sender, though, is caught
playing for full cringe spam.
They are playing for that post.
They have an Omen, so they can smoke it off. And I think we've seen more and more success from defending teams. Feels like defensive teams have started to figure this out a little bit.
Hold on that little bit longer. Try and
but maybe this is not the time.
Battles, but so far it's not
although,
been going their way, and in the end, well, it still took Benji to clutch it out. But that's exactly what he does.
1 round on the board. They found
how many times you got
Rondadon. 1.
The round for Heretics.
Thanks for the 100 bits. Your name reminds me of Salomon Rondon, which is a great name, isn't it? Footballer who played for West Brom.
He again comes in clutch with that stinger. There was a
He's from Venezuela.
That could have been deadly in the early round, but
what a name, Salomon Rondon.
The weapon, and that was key for getting back into the site for Heretics. As I said, costly. Look at their credits after investing. There's even a Bulldog and a Guardian in play.
Who's the most successful Valorant team? You probably have to say Fnatic.
That's a beautiful setup. Everything thrown at Boo and everything landed.
Oh, it's an opportunity for Miniboo to equalize things almost immediately. He's also stunned himself.
So we've lost A. What do we do? 4v5? We kind of need to make a play.
Will actually get Rian's.
They aren't watching out. They aren't coming through heaven at all. They have breach ult. Do you breach ult push something? Oh, they're gonna guess wrong.
The broken door. It might actually win them the round.
Oh, they're gonna guess right. Oh no, they're gonna guess wrong. I thought he turned the other way.
Just to take the space. It was for free though. Vitality have sent their troops through a different avenue. They're finding success in every fight. Miniboo trapped.
Nicely taken by Vitality. They're looking
3
good.
kills for safe. My guy has almost got the showstopper back online.
Julio Cesar QPR clears the Rondon. Warlord, how do you even know that?
That's a pretty scary thought.
How do you even know about Julio Cesar playing for QPR? Which was a very strange thing that happened.
Down safe. There's no need. You're gonna pop a blood vessel.
I was about to say you got to conserve some energy for the next map. You know.
He did tweet that he was putting his last bit of battery into this one.
Fair enough.
Well, if he keeps up like this, that battery's gonna
roll. 12 and 1.
It's like a car battery.
It's a Duracell.
I wish I was a Venezuelan football player.
Thank you, Rondadon.
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, me too.
Do I need AA batteries?
I don't know who makes the batteries for cars. Who's the leading manufacturer?
Sen made more than 3 lands.
I don't think it is.
They made it to the first one. They made it to the first 3. Didn't they?
He's going to try and challenge the king, and well,
they definitely made Berlin. They made the first champs.
Needed that
Did
ult
they?
to get something, although Benji Fishy is still alive and kicking. Runner is going to try and swing back into this one, and hey, even though he can't see anything,
They
he
made
still managed
Madrid,
to take out Rians.
and they've made
Now
this
Cinder is
champs.
back on the
Did they
cross.
make
You get
anything in
shot,
between?
you lose the
I don't
round,
think they
you
did.
lose the game. It's an FPS
Wants to
game.
try and go for it. Well,
Most successful team and most successful org are 2 different things.
Vitality
Ooh, okay, Raydos 14.
Nothing but clean for this
Well, okay,
defensive
the
side
most
so far.
successful
They've had that
team
one
is
big
the
round three,
Fnatic
but even
team,
then, I'd say it
and the
was a
most successful
round. They
org
did a ton of damage.
probably
Now,
Fnatic.
coming into round 6, there's a showstopper for Safe. Who could have thought? His second one, in case you've just tuned in, very early on farming up those orbs.
But that's the thing, you look down the bottom of the board, and you've got like Trex and Woot, I believe, who haven't even hit their ult once yet.
Okay, timeout. Clock's ticking. I would say Paper X over Sentinel all time. I wouldn't. They won 2 trophies, Sentinels.
Did you see Hulk Hogan let Trump Mania run wild at Trump's rally?
Look, it doesn't surprise me that someone who was once caught on video saying the N-word and had to apologize because of it. That doesn't really shock me that they ended up being a Trump fan. That is the kind of person that the kind of people who just use the N-word, who are white, I would expect would be Trump fans.
Defensive half, but I think a lot of that was just getting off to, getting off to a good start. It wasn't so much them needing to pull the game back, as they will do if it goes in like this. Well, trying to avoid that show.
Are we talking about PewDiePie? No.
They managed to do it in the last.
I was talking about Hulk Hogan.
By Boo, and I wonder if that might be the play once again. He's got a face-off.
This safe guy looks pretty good, like Bass Dust in 2015.
Why are you bringing up Bass Dust? I mean, another great name.
Stun held by kicks as soon as the trap.
Don't fucking
I
bring
mean
up
define
Liquid,
successful RG. Fnatic and Sentinel's been already successful before Valorant. PRX were nothing before it and now established as one of the most successful by far, no?
Yeah, but you're just looking at it from I'm looking at it from a fucking, you know, little small common man brains, you know, little version like that. You know, I'm just coming at it from that perspective. You're coming at it from, well, actually, if you look at the org's financials in the 3rd quarter, then Paper X have gone from a small business to actually quite a successful one rather fast.
Except defeat.
Safe in no man's land, and what our 2-man advantage. These pawls have been relatively successful. We saw it come back in the last map as well in the first half, where Heretics were able to climb back into things, and Boo, as said, patient. He doesn't want this fight anymore. Just goes right back into the corner, and well, I guess there was a reason for that. Kicks has made things competitive again.
As he still needs to deal with Benji, the stun doesn't catch him. He just steps past it.
That sounds like someone, but I can't tell who. It was a Jacob Rees-Mogg impression.
But Runner showing up on the other side before he's deleted, leaves Trex with a winnable position, but the first shots don't land, at least not for him. 4-2. Heretics on the way back into the series, and it's not too late.
No, definitely not. There's still potential to even turn if they were to lose this map. Of course, this is now the choice of Vitality. I don't know if we're going to go back to normality with teams actually winning their choice. I will say, like, Haven...
Let him... Isn't he the Tory? Yeah, he's like the Tory who, like, represents Victorian ideals.
Great for Vitality in the matches that they've played. Although the composition still seems to revolve around ISO, which I think a lot of teams are moving away from. Vitality, though, looking like we might get an aggro start. Come on, again, an immediate trade.
This might be the last round. Maybe the second last round.
A solid start with Mini Boo down. Space taking now limited for the attacking side. They look towards the C site to bridge the gap. Runner is the one holding this down. His util standing strong. 2 traps we can see quite clearly. Ult sent through, 1 trap destroyed, but there's still 1 close they've got to deal with. Runner's backed off though. He conceded a bit of this space.
But his delay is enough. I mean, they haven't got in yet.
Everything flash in.
You got a second ult.
But not landed. Heretics managed to evade it. Some damage done though, leaving Woot and
That's
Rienz
fucking
as
crazy.
easy targets, squishy players to kill.
Oh
Vitality
dear.
with the advantage, with the site under their control.
Now I
and
thought
the
Trex was gonna go
information
push A, and I was like, oh,
All
that'd
they
be
have to do
fucking
is
crazy. I
wait
thought he was
for that
about to run
burst
and
of
push this,
utility and
but
the push that comes with
he
it,
hasn't.
and
They
then
have
deal
just
with the
committed back
runners
to
and
C. They
expert
never
at
even
locking
got
down
fucking
his
past the
side,
choke
especially
point.
when he's got support.
This is looking messy.
Neon problems.
I'd say even a little bit of miscommunication on the Vitality front, but it's worked out for them. Runners set
You
up
sound
has
like a
not been
waiter who
broken.
would offer cheese
And what
with heart
he's
attack
walking into
amount.
a complete trap.
What does
Last
that even
man
mean?
Standing, low HP, and Safe will deal with him. Runner, though, is the hero of the round. That was looking like a rough position to try and hold on, but just the amount of time he was able to buy was perfect.
Well, he kept them out. He was alone
Heretics
on the side,
just
and I
look
think
off
nobody
individually.
was closer than B when that initial push comes through, and yet he's able to stall them out for so long. The one
While
player
hit
that gets
by
to
Nightfall.
yeah, while hit by the ult, while they'd already removed one of his traps initially, he was way back towards the spawn, potentially looking for a
Okay,
retake.
Vitality
but
looking good.
Heretics couldn't get through the choke.
I'm hungover at 4 AM. Where are you?
Now, 2 rounds on the board.
Gimli's
Heretics, they win
cheeks.
one, they lose one. Economy's in the bin, pistols come out, Guardian in play for Miniboo as well. There's a lot of weaknesses.
Wait, you're
to this
actually
attack side.
Gimli's cheeks. I thought someone was
Is
gonna have
PC
gifted a
the
sub
armor's
to
actually
you.
valid?
You gifted a sub.
Into the position where if anybody was going to
Gimli's
across, they're always
cheeks.
dead, and instead they have to try
Cheek.
and run through a one-way, which is just
I mean,
like,
it's
if there is
cheekus.
somebody on that angle, you're just going to get obliterated. Then they're able to set up Sender as well, which just makes things so much tougher to play against, and instead they're going to try and go running right back to Runner again.
Usually you'll see players go for Rubble much more direct.
What a
but,
name.
yeah, the
I
utility
can't believe
used
you
to
made me
stall
say
out
that.
and then take the space afterwards.
Right, this
I
is the
love
last
it.
round.
Up close.
I'm
Sheriff
leaving
can
after this
swing from
round.
Safe, and of course,
I
it's
shot
safe
Safe.
to win that fight.
Good start.
Oh, it's a fantastic stun, in fact, and the spin through from Miniboo somehow catches Trex. He's on for another with kicks down.
Why? I'm
This
playing
was a
football.
low buy round. The Guardian
We
was
should
the
stop
only
pinning
thing
messages,
you
really,
could even
shouldn't we?
think about writing home about. Hello, Sender. He uses the ult and
1v2.
commits it, taking 2 in his wake. Benji, Fishy, the last man standing. They had the advantage just moments ago, and now with a ghost in his hand, he has to fight past 2 players. They
Thank
know
you,
where he is. The
Rondadon.
spam is good, and the player on the right not even.
Okay, GG.
6 rounds.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. I will be back for Americas. I'm terribly sorry. Goodbye. What about the points? Kid will sort out the points, I think, or someone will. Hopefully. I don't know.